All right, what's up, everybody? This is your boy DC Black coming to you yet again with another review. So let's just kind of start at the beginning, okay? Um, I don't even know where to start. You know, you in watching this movie, and like watching this and like watching the franchise, right? I remember episode one. I remember even going to see it in theaters, and of course, I wasn't allowed to see the original trilogy, but in watching that, you can kind of start seeing, certain trends, certain things kind of happening, and then you get to the new trilogy, 7, 8, 9. There are no words to describe the utter trash this movie is. I don't know. And I'm gonna do a spoiler review later, but it won't be here. I will leave this spoiler free. I'll Scout's honor, you know. This movie was this movie angered me so much. I don't think I've ever been more angry at a franchise or a movie than I am about this. There are fundamental things wrong with this movie that just cannot be fixed. Like I truly believe you can't fix Star Wars. And I know Kevin Feige is making his own Star Wars movie and he has some ideas. But in my opinion, based off this movie, the franchise needs to die. Like there are some things that just it can't be saved. Like it can't. Like there's no saving it. This movie has problems just on a fundamental level. We're not even talking about this movie as a movie. Just with the world and the lore and what you're making, there are things that are just fundamentally wrong with this movie. Just like BVS, for instance. BVS, there were just fundamental things wrong with that movie, including but not limited to how Superman was acting. Man of Steel had fundamental things wrong with that movie, including but not limited to how Clark Kent's dad, Earth Dad, was acting and the stuff that he said that made no sense. Um, be back to BVS. Things that Batman did that or would do and or his mental thought process, even the casting made no sense. um this movie this movie from the very start of this movie, within, I would probably say 5 to 10 minutes of this movie, I was bewildered. Like I was so shocked by the trash that I saw. I didn't even have a moment to like breathe or process the fact of like, wait, did you just really do that? Wow, y'all trash for that. It just was like one thing after another. And then the fact of the matter is that they had the audacity to sit here and just be like, I this thing happened, let's just keep it moving. And it's like, whoa, hold on. Excuse me? Um I wow. Like I I am just shocked by the amount of foolishness this movie is. Like there are things that happen in this movie where it's literally like, "E- excuse me? Did you Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Let's see where this goes." And it goes nowhere. Goes absolutely nowhere. There are things that happen in this movie that I don't think there's at one point in this movie that I actually was like, "Oh, ha, okay, I like that." I don't think I found one. I just came from seeing the movie. There's not one scene where I was just like, "Oh wow, okay, I like that." No, um, I I am sorely disappointed with this movie. And here's the thing: I was one person that would say like, yeah, J.J. Abrams is kind of a cool director. Like, he could be like when people were saying like that he could be this generation Steven Spielberg, I was like, I could dig that. He borrows a lot. He borrowed a lot from Steven Spielberg, even with his movie like Super 8, for instance. It borrows a lot from E.T. And I could really tell, like, even I think he said one of his inspirations was Steven Spielberg, and that's a lot of directors' inspiration, Steven Spielberg, because Steven Spielberg is a dope director. Um, but he is a hack. Like, I'm sorry, there is no, there is no way. There, like, he he took a lot from Part 7, but this movie right here, oh my gosh, like, talking about a franchise is cannibalizing on itself. Like, this is it. Like, this franchise is truly cannibalizing on itself. And then what and make matters worse is this movie plays it off like it's being original, and it's not, like, by the least bit original. And it's kind of disappointing because you get some new stuff, you get some new characters introduced, and I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I can't say that I remember these. I don't remember the name of these characters. The girl with the mask here, that woman, as well as the other female character, the one that's riding on like the horse mixed with a warthog type of thing. Don't remember either one of those characters because why? They didn't freaking matter. There's so much that happens in this movie that is so frustrating. And I'm like, I was in the movie theater legit laughing because it was all that I could do to stop myself from yelling because it just stupid stuff just happened in this movie where I was just like, excuse me. Okay. Um wow. I will say this. I will say, like, I definitely called I figured out Ray from like part 7. Like, I guessed it. My theory about Ray was definitely right. Um but the way they went about it was stupid. Um it was dumb and it was very disappointing. It was unoriginal. It was just it made no sense. This movie is a train wreck, and the sad part is that this movie, if you have been watching the Star Wars movies just to catch up until this movie, you would see that J.J. Abrams should have did all 3 movies if he was going to do this. And at very least, it would have been still trash, but at least we would have, at least it would be cohesive trash. This isn't even cohesive trash. This is like bottom barrel. You grabbed, like, mishmash 3 different movies that you wanted to do, put them with 2 other movies that is supposed to be part of this trilogy, and was like, there. I was, man, I'm so disappointed in this movie. And the fact, and so to kind of even go even further in depth with this movie, even the way certain things looked, I was like, okay, well, certain things kind of looked cool. Like, I like how the Sith troopers that they advertised through the toys, and this is not, the Sith troopers isn't a spoiler. If you watched any trailer, saw any of the toys, you saw Sith troopers. The Sith troopers actually look really dope. How um, I liked how when you saw them, when you finally saw them, how the light kind of reflected off the suit. That was kind of dope. It kind of made the red pop. And when they considering where they showed them and when they showed them was dark. I like that. That was kind of dope. I could say that honestly. I can't get into any more without spoiling this movie. I'm trying to figure out something else that I liked about it. That, yeah, I guess it has Skywalker in his name. I guess that would be something that would be like. But this movie was trash. There, I really feel like friends like, and this is sad because I really like Star Wars. Like I really like Star Wars. Um, some of my favorite stuff that's happened in Star Wars came from honestly the animated series that they've done, Clone Wars and Rebels. That was some of my favorite stuff in Star Wars lore came from that, and it's a disappointment that um, some of my favorite stuff came from the animated arm and not the actual movie franchise. It's very disappointing. Um, yeah, like in there's moments in the prequels I like Anakin and Obi Wan's fight. I thought I really like that fight, and I really like Darth Maul taking on Qui Gon and Obi Wan. That's dope too. Um, but this movie, oh, this movie, I hate this movie with every fiber of my being. Like I hate this movie. I hate what this movie represents, and I hate this movie because it is freaking canon. And it's like you can't. And it's like it's not like someone's gonna say, "Hey, episodes 7, 8, 9 didn't happen." No, like you can't. There is a way you could retcon 7, 8, 9, but Disney nor Lucasfilms have the guts to do it, and they could do it with something that they did in the animated series. They could do it in retcon and just completely retcon the Skywalker saga and like completely just finish it. Why is my camera out of focus? Um, they could do that and it completely wipe the slate clean. But they aren't going to do it. And the fact of the matter is that this movie was utter trash. Like I'm sorry, like there is. I don't think Kevin Feige can save this franchise. Like I don't. He has a plan for it, but there's nothing he could. I don't think there's anything he could do to save this franchise, and it's very disappointing. So, because I have to do a spoiler, I want to do a spoiler review, but it's not going to be on this one. If I was to grade this movie, if I was to grade this movie, if I was to do it like in stars, this movie will get 1 star. One. And the only reason is getting that one is simply but it's getting 1 star. It would get 1 star. If I was to grade it, I would give this movie a D minus to an F. Like, no, it's getting that hot F. Trash. It's getting that hot F. Like flaming trash. Um, this movie gets an F. It gets 1 star. I don't know. Whatever thing you could do, however you want to grade a movie on the lowest possible thing you can get it. This movie was like the bottom of the barrel trash, and it was trying to, and it was like bottom barrel trash trying to pose itself to be great. That's it. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you saw the movie, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. I will be making a spoiler review for this movie later on today because I have to get it out because so much of this movie angered me that if I don't talk about it and I keep thinking about it, I'm going to freaking explode. And I don't think that my wife wants me to do that or continue to kind of go hard on this movie with her. Um, yeah, I don't think she do. So, with that being said, I will see you when I see you. Peace.